Hi all! Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Good morning, everybody! Happy Wednesday morning. I hope everybody's having a fabulous day. All right, I know you don't want to hear it, but we're going to go back to 2 videos for right now. I promise no more 3 videos, okay? It'll be 1 or 2. But we're starting off again this morning with talking about something that's super important. I've done this before. We're going to do it one more time because I really think it's important. So listen to this. Let's talk about some online security, shall we? You guys all know who follow my channel that I was doxxed online. You know that my name, age, profession, location, and even my special needs son autism diagnosis was put out on the web. We know who did that, but it could have been prevented. So simple, just by using a VPN. And the VPN provider that I use is Atlas VPN. So what is a VPN? Well, that's simple. It's an encrypted tunnel that nobody can see into, including hackers, the government, and even your internet service provider. This makes sure that your online activity remains private and secure and free from outside interference. Atlas shields your identity from websites, apps, and services that want to track you. While some companies limit the amount of devices you can use, Atlas VPN allows you to use it on unlimited devices. It's also good for streaming. Let's say you're on Netflix in the United States, but there's a show that you really want to watch that's on Netflix in Europe. Just go onto your VPN, change your location, and you can watch TV in other areas that normally wouldn't be available to you. Well, right now, Atlas is offering a special summer deal. It's $1.83 a month with 3 months extra for free. So you can protect your privacy and get many benefits of the Atlas VPN for this ridiculously low price. And they're going to give you a 30-day money-back guarantee. And you can get this deal by clicking the link in the video description below. But be fast, it's a limited time offer. So don't wait, you guys. Click the link and get secure with Atlas VPN. I mean, that really is super important, guys. If I had had a VPN, I never would have been doxxed by Mr. Boozy. Yeah. All right, we have a lot to cover. As usual, your comments and stories. Let's get in there, shall we? Let's go. Well, we're starting off with some of your comments. I pointed out that, remember, Megan had said that Doria had remained in dignified silence for 4 years, not as long as the royal family has. And you guys had something to say about that. Subscriber Sue Hancy pointed out that while her mother was sitting in dignified silence, her bank account grew by $9 million. Yes, we've discussed this before. It appears that Harry gave Doria money, and now she's the head of a home. I don't know. It's crazy. Musician 8114 basically pointed out the exact same thing. And my subscriber SPF pointed out that since she opened her mouth on Netflix, silent is not what she is. Yeah, very, very good point. Spot on. Now, next up, I told you guys how Harry wiggled his fingers in front of the pony's face. My subscriber, Trisha Harding, said Harry did the exact same thing at a lady greeting them at the airport. And you are 100% correct. He sure did. Moving on. Next up, one of my subscribers sent this to me. Let's not forget that Harry has to pay taxes in the United States and in the UK, and they have like 11 dummy companies, and they're funneling money here and there. Well, you get things like this. This company helps people with investments to reduce tax liability. All right, let's move on now. The articles are coming out. Once again, WME is putting Meghan's name with massive A-listers like this one for Meghan Markle, and she gets top billing, and Angelina Jolie. The summer style, blah, blah, blah. These two don't know each other, and if I were Angelina Jolie, I'd demand they cut that out. The A-listers want nothing to do with them. How about this one? Meghan Markle is shifting her career because she's been hanging out with wellness guru Gwyneth Paltrow. Who here believes that Gwyneth Paltrow wants to be within 5 feet of Meghan Markle, much less hang out with her? There's not one picture of them together. Meghan thinks that she's going to rival Goop. Give me a break. It's just not happening. All right, let's move on to some really good news. There is a seaside town in France called, no, I know I'm not going to say it right, but okay, Le Touquet. And it's the most British of French resorts is what they say. And they're going to rename the airport after Elizabeth II. They received King Charles's blessing to rename the airport and called the agreement a historic turning point for the town. I love that. Now, this airport opened up in the 1930s, and by the 1950s, it was the third busiest airport in France. Now, they're saying that the development of this town can be traced back to a Sir John Whitley, who acquired the domain in 1902 following the death of its first owner, a Paris attorney. And by the way, this town is also going to serve as a training camp, it's being reported, for the England rugby team ahead of the Rugby World Cup, which kicks off on September 8th. I just think that's lovely. All right, moving on. Moving on, we know that Charles has arrived at Balmoral. We saw yesterday all the goings on, and he's there for his first trip to Scotland since the death of his mother. And we know that the senior members of the royal family are going to go there for the summer. Now, one of the things that apparently they're going to be doing is having some discussions about how they're going to go forward and tackle some of the bigger issues they're having at the moment. Issue number one is a no-brainer. That would be Harry and Meghan, and what are they going to do with them? I think they should just keep ignoring them, personally. Issue number two is the Commonwealth, because they want Catherine and William to help build up the relationship. Just remember, you guys, the Commonwealth is voluntary. Nobody has to be there. Issue number three is, I hope I can say this, republicanism. Yeah, because of the anti-royal campaign, which Harry and Meghan have been pushing on. Issue number four is Prince Andrew, because even though he was invited to Balmoral, he still has issues with the royals, and it's being said Charles doesn't want him to come back. He's a long-term problem, so because more stuff might come out about Epstein. And number five is the bigger royal workload, because he wanted to slim down the monarchy. They may have to do a little about-face on that one. All right, moving on. This is Tessa Dunlap. She is a Caucasian shouty shola. She is a sugar. She paid money to get the book, to watch Harry be diagnosed online. And she actually put up a tweet that said, "Me, Harry, my bedroom." You guys, it was enough to make you want to vomit. Anyway, according to her, they should stray from there, never complain, never explain, and offer a way for Harry to come back into the fold. Like, are you serious? They're the ones who have attacked the royal family. They're the ones who have lied. They're the ones who have been caught. Why in the heck should the royal family reach out to Harry? Harry's already said he wants an apology. The royal family's already said they're not giving it. This woman's insane. And by the way, she's supposed to be a doctorate with a degree in history. And get this, you guys, she met her husband when he was 12. Pedo much? Yes, that is an actual picture of her with her husband when she first met him. Yep. Moving on. All right, now we're going to move on to Harry, who was so jealous all the time he could barely contain himself. Now, who doesn't remember this iconic moment? Watch this. She gets back to the ship. She runs down the side. She hugs William first, and then she hugs Harry. And then walking down comes Charles, who, according to the reports, hadn't seen the boys in a month. And he gave William a hug first, and then Harry. Everything looks just fine, right? Here's what you probably didn't see. Harry was very upset that his mother greeted William first. So he decides to run up on William. William's standing there talking. He just runs up and kicks William in the leg, and William goes, "Ow!" And here it is a little bit closer up for you. Look at this. There you go. And of course, Diana didn't scold him. I think that's one of Harry's biggest problems. I don't think his parents ever said no to him or anything. Really quickly now, we're going to go back to Harry's hair. I told you yesterday there might have been some, toupee, fake hair going on. Well, right now, there's an article coming out that says that Prince Harry has 20-pound spray-on hair because his bald spot has doubled since he's gotten married. That's what they're saying. I still think it's a toupee or a Photoshop, but they're saying that it's less technical than that, that it's basically just some stuff that you spray on, and it's a spray-on hair that you can use for events and shoots. It's called Nanogen hair fibers. It thickens up your hair. It supposedly merges with your own hair with electrostatic charge and gives you an instant natural and hair thickness that lasts for days, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't believe he's using that. I don't. All right, you guys, that is the end of video 1. Come and join me for video 2. You're just not going to want to miss that. Let's go.